Hi there. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Monday's mini Bible study with a focus on men, on men's studies. I'm Cheryl Turnois, and this is called To Serve with Love. The man in the spotlight today is King Herod. He got the title of Herod the Great. There are many Herods that was recorded in history, but he is the first of them. So what can I tell you in a short amount of time? Well, let's start here. His father and brother had been poisoned to death. That's the historian facts about his life. It's not written in the Bible, but them who study, the historians, have learned that regarding him. So he was not a king by birth. He was appointed a king by Rome. How is it that this man would come to be appointed as a king? You would have to know the political landscape at the time. And him being appointed as king, it is also a point of debate whether or not if he was Jewish. Well, his father was a Roman citizen, and his mother, supposedly a princess, an Arabian princess. So the father converting to becoming Jewish is supposedly how he is deemed Jewish. When we use the word Jewish, so many people don't understand that's used interchangeably. Is it talking about the people or the faith? So in this case, it is talking about the faith. So he was appointed king, and king over the Jews. He is the actual man who had the natural title of King of the Jews. I think that's an important place to understand that them who are believers of Jesus Christ, when you know the story of what happened in regards to him laying his life down, who is it that orchestrated the crucifixion of him, that sign hanging over his head in jest that he's King of the Jews, who really was, it is in spiritual connotation. King Herod, Herod the Great, naturally really had that as a title, King of the Jews. Well, why is it that his name is considered Herod the Great? Well, he was a very busy man, but yet not too busy to uphold Jewish laws for a while. He also was known for his building, that he was a great builder and a great economics mind in his day. As a matter of fact, well, we know of Solomon's temple. Solomon's temple was a shadow as to the temple that Herod the Great created. When I said he was a busy man, he really was, for the simple fact he had 10 wives. 10 wives are recorded that he had 10 wives and 14 children. And we don't really know if the number 14 children is correct, for the simple fact that he, in that dispensation of time, they did not record the female children as a rule of thumb. They would record the male children. So what can you learn from his life today? If you are doing things in a way that you are honored, but then now you can see a change. I remember one time a man asking me, "Cheryl, would you rather be loved or be feared?" I think many men think on that. Our job as women unto our men is to make sure that you feel respected. but respected in the sense of a love for you, not a fear for you. And I believe that this king, what made him turn from brilliant to brutal is a fear that he was not going to be respected. When he became the tyrant that he became, it's his fear. It was straight out fear. The part of the story that lets you know that he turned out to be a tyrant was how he had this ego that he didn't want anybody to be bigger and better and stronger than him. The story that the Bible paints is that when Jesus was being born as a baby on the earth, the wise men who was foretold of the baby being born, when they saw the star rise up, that they followed that star looking for that baby. Herod the king, Herod the Great, wanted to know, where are you going? And they told him. And he said, well, listen, I want to worship the baby too. So tell me when you find the baby, come back so I too can worship him. Well, God being God, he spoke into those wise men and said, hey, listen, don't go back the direction of that king because he doesn't mean well. He's lying to what he said to you. So you go back home another direction. And that's what they did. So Herod the Great became Herod the not so great because he said, listen, they have fooled me. They lied to me. They didn't return. So in order for me to snuff out a baby that would become king, let me destroy babies, baby boys, starting from age 2 down, trying to make sure that he target a baby that would grow up to be king. Now, here's something I could say to you. How do you reason? Imagine you being a king and you learn that a baby was born that's deemed to be king too. Don't that baby have to grow up? What man in his right mind is going to fear a baby? That lets you know that it's more behind the scenes than what you naturally see. Herod the Great also was known to be someone that had a diagnosis, mental disorder. And you can see it here, because if I'm queen and a baby was born to be queen as well, by the time that baby gets big enough to reign, I'm on my way out. But no, he didn't think like that. So the devil is in the details. Not only did he go and have people kill baby boys, 2 and younger, he had 3 of his own sons killed and the mother of them. So Herod the Great turned out to be not so great. Here's a sidebar. Abortion has been being talked about for a while now, and it is horrifying to understand that America have killed babies in such staggering numbers. But something tells me many of those babies were boys. Babies that would leave legacies, babies that would become fantastic people in the earth doing fantastic things. Herod the Great, if you're a man who's known for good and you are being inundated with thoughts to take the shortcut, to do less than, I hope this conversation today would be a nudge in your rib to tell you stay on the right track. If you're doing things that are considered great, may you continue to do things that are considered great. And for those of you who are falling behind, you want to do more do better. I believe you're going to get there because it has to be a desire first in order for it to become reality. So today, the man in the spotlight, he obtained a kingdom like a fox. He managed it like a tiger, but yet died like a dog. Why would I say he died like a dog? Because it is in the write-ups regarding him that he died in pain, died in an illness. And today, modern researchers, medical detectors, they say that it was of a kidney problem and his genitalia was infected as well. So to start like a fox, oh, brilliant man, who would rule like a crouching tiger, dying such as he did. You got the opportunity to make a legacy that is fantastic. No, maybe everyone won't know your name, but them who know your name, let it be you may start it off rough, but you end it on a good note. Don't do it in the reverse. So I'm Cheryl, and that's the conversation for today. Harod, the not so great. I hope to see you next Monday. To serve with love, this is for you.